Here is my proof. So it also says here, the future that Vecna showed Nancy suggests that Mike Wheeler will die in Stranger Things Season 5, which would mean killing off one of the show's most significant characters. Apparently, Nancy did say that he would die in Season 1, like when they were in the middle of doing Season 1, so that is more proof. And another thing is 11 might die as well, because the Duffer Brothers did say that it is going to be an emotional ending. It's also going to be Yuri, Vecna, and Will. Also asked, it will say, will 11 be killed in Stranger Things Season 5? Here, the Duffer Brothers have teased that Stranger Things Season 5 has a highly emotional ending, hinting the series' final
finale
through with the original plan to kill 11. She knows. She knows.
I have this terrible, gnawing feeling that it might not work out for us this time.
Do you know the theory about who Eleven's dad is?
It is really strange how they never talk about it.
Right, so throughout the show, we learned about Eleven's mom, Terry Ives, who was actually a part of the MK Ultra experiments in 1969. And these experiments are how all these different kids got all their powers.
Right.
But we see that 11 is a lot stronger than all the other kids there. And that's because there's a theory that 11's father is actually number 1.
What?
So we know that 11 was born in 1971. So that means her mom got pregnant with her during the MK Ultra test and not before. And in 1959, number 1 was 12 years old when he murdered his whole family. So that means in 1971, when 11 was born, he was 24 years old. So the theory is that Brenner knew that none of the kids numbers 2 through 10 were as strong as number 1. So Dr. Brenner waited for 1 to get older to make him breed with Terry Ives to create 11, to make sure that she was the strongest. And clearly she is.
Yeah, by far 11's definitely the strongest kid there.
Yeah, and we see that 1 tells 11 that Brenner doesn't always tell the truth. So 1 tries to tell her the truth about her mother because he knows all about her. But then 1 gets punished by Brenner because Brenner doesn't want 11 to know the truth about her parents. And this makes sense because we see that 1 knows exactly how to unlock 11's full powers and Brenner couldn't, because 1 knows that 11 has the same exact powers that he does. And we see that 1 knew that 11 was different, and he even said that she reminds him a lot of himself.
The evidence does point that 1 is definitely her dad.
Right, and people say they look nothing alike, but if you look at 1 when he's a kid and 11 as a kid, they both have the same exact colored hair. There's a Stranger Things theory that someone is actually a hidden villain.
A hidden villain?
So in a recent interview, the actor Caleb McLaughlin, who plays Lucas, actually said one word to describe this season was the word traitor. And we just got introduced to the most powerful villain yet, Vecna, who attacks teenagers that have a lot of trauma.
Vecna is a lot scarier than I thought.
But in the past, we've seen the Mind Flayer used like Will and Billy as spies in the real world. But there's a theory that Vecna is actually doing this again, and the person that he's using is Miss Kelly, the high school counselor.
Wait, what?
So there's a bunch of hidden details that actually point to her being a villain, and the set directors of the show said that everything we see on screen has a purpose. And we know that Vecna always shows his victims a grandfather clock and he chimes it before he kills them. But if you look closely at Miss Kelly's necklace, it's a clock that's in the shape of a key, and many are saying that her key will fit in Vecna's grandfather clock and will unlock the time in the upside down. But if you look at the clock in her house, it's literally in the shape of a keyhole, showing that she's the key to Vecna. And we also know that 2 out of the 3 victims of Vecna have been patients of Miss Kelly, and nobody would expect the high school counselor to be the villain, which makes her the perfect traitor.